Alright guys, this is Jacob from Wager Me This, and I'm going to do a couple things tonight. First and foremost, I'm going to talk about the challenge that I did. I did DGE's challenge, the 2020 challenge I guess it is. I was able to complete it relatively easily for the most part, except for on the $200 level. The 200 to make 40 on a $25 table was actually difficult for my style of play, but I was able to manage it. And then obviously I was able to take the 12 whatever and turn it into 2400 and something relatively easily. Not super tough. It's the nature of the strategies I use, the anything but 10, the 6, 7, 8, those type of strategies. It's the nature of them. Generally you're going to win with them. I did shoot the dice relatively well as well. I didn't have a lot of mistakes. So I just want to talk about that a little bit. And so one of the things about that challenge is you're starting with $5,000 and you're trying to make 1,000. So if that's the case, if you're starting with 5,000 trying to make 1,000, then you should be attacking it from a more aggressive standpoint. You have $5,000. Right, because there's other ways to do it. Like, okay, so you have 5,000, right? So there's 3,000, and that stack of blacks is 2,000. So if you had this 5,000, and you were just trying to make $1,000, right? You were just trying to profit $1,000. You could put a $600 6 and 8, a $500 5 and 9. All right, so right there, that's $2,200, and you could have a $300 don't. Makes a lot of sense. All right, so in this case right here, you should be able to make this money here pretty consistently, as long as you don't roll sevens. All right, so you don't even have to do it very much. Here we go. Hard 4, right? So there's your point. Right, so that, I mean, we're in a great position, right? We literally could just make the money on the 4 if we wanted, or really close to it. But we're going to shoot the 3V again, because any of these wins $700, and then there's 300 right here to be won on the 4. So your $1,000 is there to be made in a completely different way. Unless obviously you roll a 7. I hit the rubber on that one. It was just a terrible shot. I mean, that's what that mostly was. It was really just a really awful shot. Now we're going to have to make make a little bit of a comeback. All right, I'm going to be working. I'm going to work my bits. Here we go. There's a hard 8. Okay, so it's going to put our don't point there, but you're going to win $700, so that's pretty good. All right, we're going to pull this down, and what we're going to do is instead of having the 8, we'll just hit by the 4 and 10 for 200. Right? Each, we save a little money, get a little bit better probability. You know, as long as we don't roll this 8, we're okay. Of course, we roll the 8. We're going to lose 300. It's better than 1,200 or whatever it was, or 2,000 before. All right, so place the 8 back. 300 back on the don't. I'm still going to be working. I'm not turning them off. I think I'm going to be able to hit another number. Here we go. There's the hard 4. Okay, so it's $400. And I'm going to owe $10 in vig. I'm not too worried about the $10 in vig, guys. Pull that down. Here we go. Hard 10. That's another $400. So this is what I'm saying is you could do this a different way than I did it pretty easily because of the 5,000 to make 1,000. Right, so what we're looking for is our loss. We got to get that back on our bad shot. There's a 9. That's gonna be a $700 winner. All right, you've had 3 hits this one, 2 400s and a 700. So you're at about 1,500, and you lost 2,400 or 2,500 total. So you need a couple more hits to be back to even. But you can get it. You have a huge probability advantage. There's a 6 4 10. You don't even have to be that good of a shooter to do it. So like we got right here. So what are we at? We're about we're a little bit short, I would say, but we've hit a bunch of times. So pull this all down, guys. You hit, I don't know how many times, 5, 8 times, 5 times maybe, I don't know. You got this 300 here, you know, whatever they'll let you win 900 on a 3, 4, 5 table. So put $1,800 out there. You can dodge that 4. Right, if you have a set that throws 7s, I tend to throw 7s out of the 2V, which you'd think I'd throw a few 4s, right? But I don't. I tend to throw 7s out of it. There's a 5, 3, 8. But if you have a set that, or you can just grab them and throw them randomly. I mean, whatever kind of deal, whatever you got going that usually throws 7s. Let's go 5, 1, 5, 1. And just try to throw a set. I mean, why would you not attempt to make money on the don't 4? You know, you made some money on the box numbers. There's a 5, 4, 9. Why not make money on the don't 4? Give it its chance. Let it play by itself. Especially at that denomination where you're playing it bigger. I mean, you might as well go for it. It's there to be got. You got the huge probability advantage. You just got to roll you a 7. That's it. See if we can get one in here. I'm thinking that I'll end up with the 4, 3 on this one. Oh, 6, 1. So I didn't do anything special, guys. I had a good don't. I played it. Right? And then it's going to pay $4.50 in the odds. So again, no, it's going to pay $900, isn't it? I had $1,800 there, so it's going to pay $900. So I got $4.50, so I'm going to get another $4.50. That's my bad. All right, so what do we? I mean, we've made a bunch of money again. So 2,000, 4,000, 6,000. So I mean, just in that little good run, because we made $1,200 right here, guys. And we probably made what, 1,500 or 1,800 up there, something like that. So that's what I'm saying is at the level that DGE is playing, you should relatively easily be able to make $1,000. It shouldn't be hard. All right, there's 2,000, 4,000. 6,000, $6,500, $6,600 with very little difficulty. There we had one little hiccup. So there you made your 1,000. I mean, now the next level down, the 1,000 to make 200. Again, it's relatively easily, but the 200 to make 40 is actually tough. Anyway, so that's just something I want to show you. You don't necessarily have to play like anything but 10 like I did. I did that because people wanted that. That's what they wanted. So I showed them that, yeah, you can use that at any level. But you can just play light side like that basically and just make one good move on the dark side. So, I mean, it's there. It's there to be won in that fashion. So remember, when you're playing a challenge, or when you're playing, you know, at the casino, be flexible. Don't let it just one thing just dominate what you do. You have to have some flexibility, right? So let's do some flexibility training, all right? So this is something that some of the other channels are getting into, kind of like talking about how they do things and how they practice. I actually have been doing this for a long time, telling people about how I do things and how I practice things. Well, one of the ways I practice the flexibility is I practice working from dark to light and light to dark, all right? So usually I always start in the dark. Usually this is how I start normally, 75 and 5. That's how my normal start out. Unless I'm playing anything but tennis. All right, and I usually throw the 3V because I like to get a point. Sometimes I'll shoot the 1, 2, 1, 3 in this case because I get a lot of 3s and 2s out of it. There's an 11, that's just a wash. 6, 5, yo. All right, so let's go the 1, 2, 1, 3. 11 doesn't matter, we got it covered. That's why I play the 11. I do like to get it out of there. 617. Okay, so this is part of flexibility right here. You lost one, so you're going to bump it up a little. Let's go to 150 there. Go to 2 red chips. Why are we doing that? I understand it's a full martingale, but it's not really what it's about because I'm not going to play it that way. When I get numbers out there, I'm going to make my numbers out there bigger. Okay, 437. I'm a little surprised by that, not overly surprised. Okay, so here we go. We're in the toolbox now. Hit 2 7s in a row. Let's get some greens here. Okay, so we're going to play the repeater here. I'm actually going to put 100 on this note. That covers the 2 and the 3 for me. So then all I have to do is come over here and play the 12 and the 11. If you play the don't, you probably should put a little more on the 11. So you should probably go to the 10 for whatever you got there. But so I'm going to have everything working. So as long as I don't roll a 7, I'm pretty okay, right? Here we go. Hard 6. Hard 6, we're going to lose here. We're going to win 105 right here. Remember, everything was working. So you're going to have a $100 don't 6. We're going to pull it all down. We got a $100 don't 6. And we are going to play like this, and we don't want to roll the 6. We need to shoot something that doesn't roll 6s for us, which is the 4141, and we're going to start with a little come progression at $15 right out the gate. And the reason I'm doing it right out the gate is because I want some other bets out there. What do we roll? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Go to 25. 4141. Here we go. Okay. There's a 1, 2, 3. See a horn, better horn, right? Missed that. All right, so let's go to 40 because that's what we have invested. 1, 2, 3. There's the 9. Okay, that's what we're looking for. So that basically got all what we lost on them horn bets back. The horn numbers back. I'm gonna pull that down, stick it right there. Here we go. There's the 8. Put that right there. $35. Okay, so that's 2 hits after quite a few rolls. I'm going to pull this all down. Pull this down. And what I'm going to do is, got that there, right? So I'm going to put $60 in odds just because I want them. And I'm going to hop the 7s here. And I'm going to play a $25 come bet. So basically what I'm doing is I'm playing for the 7. I do have the 6 and 8 at risk against the 7. But I have a lot of money for the 7. And it has to do with where I'm at on the rolls. And there's that 7 right there, 5, 2, 7. It just had to do that. I was like at like the roll number 6 or something like that. And I knew that. So 75 on that hop. There's 100 there. And 50 on those odds. So you got a good little hit on the way out there. Took some of the casino's money. And voila, you're back in the positive. What did we do? Nothing special. We literally just watched the table and weren't afraid to up our bets a little bit when we had a couple bad things happen. All right, had a couple horn numbers that cost us a little money. But we weren't afraid of them. We just, mitigated that loss. All right, so 75 and 5. Here we go. 6, 4, 10. So we're in good shape. Good shape. Notice here we got 75 there. Let's get some. We're gonna go. Oops. A little bigger here. So we got 75 there, and we got 170 out there. So we're gonna go on and put 200. It'll put us about even there. But we're also going to have a $25 come bet out and a $15 field bet. Why? Because I got a good spot for the iron cross. So I'm going to throw the 3V at this and see what I get. Oh, we got a 7 right away. That's why you play the come bet. Okay, so it's going to pay there. Okay, 75 there, 100 there. So I know it looks like, dang, we lost all that money. No, we won money. We ended up winning money. All right, see, we got 500. 500, it's 1,000. We got 1,065. Ended up winning money. Same thing, 1, 2, 1, 3. We missed a good opportunity there. When you have the 4 or the 10, you do want to hit some box numbers, obviously. Or you can just, attack that 4 or that 10. Either way is fine. Hard 8. Okay, so you got $75 hard 8. Let's play like this. On the 8, we could put 30. But you don't have to. We can just put this quarter out here. Right? How are we going to miss a hard 8? I need to go 3, 1, 3, 1. I think I'll miss it. I missed the 8. There we go. There's a 10. We don't have the 10. I mean, we do now with the come bet. Okay, go to $30 on the come bet. 3, 1, 3, 1. Here we go. And there's our 7. So we ain't rolling great, but we're not rolling bad. Okay, and there's that. And there's that. I think overall there we lost $5 on the 11. Okay. So when you get to a situation like this where you're kind of stalled, okay, go the other way. Let's start light and move to dark. Light 7, we'll shoot the 3V. Hopefully we'll get a 6 or 8. Right when we switched, right? Okay, no big deal. Go $30. That way if you roll 7 here, you win a little overall. Here we go. Oh, that's going to be a 5, 2, 7. It's a good laner. but that's going to be a 527. Because what they're going to do, this is called a natural fall. What they're going to do is they're going to pull the dice away, and where does it fall? 527, $30. Rack it up, so we ended up getting our money back plus $5. We like it. Okay, here we go. 617, so we're on the right side here. 3V, bringing us 7s, which makes sense because there's 7s all over the 3V. Remember that. There's 7s all over this dice set. And there's the 9. Okay. Pretty good number. We'll play the 6 and 8. Remember, we're going from light to dark this time. So we're going to do a $50 don't come. We need some greens. And we're going to do $5 hop. 7s. Why am I doing that? Well, because if I roll a 7, I want to get some money back. We'll get, when that travels, that's a perfect one right there. Look at that. This is going to go there. This is going to come down here and pay. Alright, so now you have a working 9 up there that's a 7. You have a 7 here, so you can turn these bets on. You're going to turn them on because we have 75 against 60. 3V it up. Hopefully, we hit a 6 or an 8. And there's a 7, so that's fine. 437. Why is it fine? Because you're going to win. Okay, so we ended up winning. Worked out fine. We're back on the light side. Here we go. 3-3. So what am I doing, guys? I'm not doing anything special. But this is how I practice. I practice transitioning back and forth, reading the table, figuring out what's going on, figuring out where I want to be at, what I think is the most probable outcomes. All right, there's a 4-1-5. This is going to put us right onto the iron cross, which is cool because when you do this, you got this. It looks like you got a ton of money out here, but you're going to get 75 of it back right here. So it's not like a huge risk. It's not completely covered either. All right, so here we go. There's the 3-2-5. So that again, we don't really win anything on this one because we were playing the cross. So we lose 30 here, win 25 there. And this is going to travel. So this is what the win. We won this. We won now that we have that 5. All right, so again, we have 50, 75 on the 7 against 60 right here. So again, we're in a good spot. Turn them on. 3V it up. If we roll a 7, we make a little bit of money. Hopefully we roll a 6 or an 8. Not the 5. Not what we wanted. 3V does make 5, so that's kind of my fault. Should probably shot something else. All right, back to the cross. Let's get some reds. Hop the reds. Let's go to 75 over here this time. So you might want to hop the reds, double them up. I know it seems like you're putting a lot of money on that red, right? Not really. And there's the 6, so we got a good one. We did what we wanted. I know we lose all this. You win 30 of it back, so you really only lost 15 there. This is going to travel for you. You're going to be able to take that down. You got the 5. Okay, so now you have 75. Probably don't want to roll the 3V here with this, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the 4141. There's a 639. So again, we're just on the cross here, and it's just because it dictates it. The board is dictating it. You know, we're trying to go, we went from light to dark there, and I know I just did it in one roll. Normally you should probably roll a few rolls first and then try to transition, but I'm just trying to show it in the video what I do. And there's a 10. So right now basically we're just playing this horn for free because it's covered by everything else. Besides the 6, the 6 is the only thing that ain't helping it. But, you know, so we're just going to shoot it until we win a couple of these horn numbers. Get a bunch of little free horn hits out. All right, there's an 8. So we get 15 there, so we're going to win 20 overall. 35 on the 8, replace our 15. And so basically we're just going to play till the 7. So the 7 is going to win us a little bit of money. But so we're just letting the rest of the board here win money before the 7 comes. And that's why you jump on the cross, because you get all the numbers. And every now and then you get lucky like this, and you get a double up. There's a $30 winner. And you could be pressing, guys. There's nothing wrong with pressing. Press it up. Just remember that your initial coverage is what matters. So whatever was your initial bets, it needs to be covered by the 7. If it is, then yeah, press all you want. And there's our 7 right there, 5-2. We're going to lose this, this, and this. And we're going to collect on this. So, I mean, okay, so where are we at? Let's just take a gander. Okay, 500. 500. That's 1,000. That's what we started with. 1,050. 1,100. 1,130. Not bad for not really even trying. We're just transitioning back and forth, and we're up $130. All right, so let's do it a little different. Okay, well, let's transition using the help of lay bets really quick. All right, so we're going to transition from light side to dark side. Okay, so I'm going to play the pass line, 3V, but we're going to use lay bets to help us. 617, perfect. We're going to collect that. You should do the repeater right here. Not the 7 game, you should do the 7 game. So in the 7 game, what you get with this 11 right here is what you want. You got $25, right? So you're going to hop the C and then $5 on all the hard ways. And I actually have this in my toolbox tools. So what that is okay, so if you lose on the 7 coming up, right? If you lose on the 7, you win here. So it's a wash, right? If you roll an 11, you lose here, but you win here, right? If you roll any crap number, you win $35 and lose here, right? So the hard ways are working. So this is a good situation. You essentially cannot lose on this roll. There's no way to lose on this roll. And there's your 7 right there, 5-2. So you could do the repeater right here, but I'm not. I'm just going to use this game. All right, so all these are going to lose. You're going to pay here. Just put them back. That's in one of my tools, toolbox tools. This is a very good way if you come out 7s or 11s. This is a good way to get the hard ways. All right, there's another 7, 5-2-7. So this is a good way to get the hard ways. Again, guys, that's just a wash. That's why I didn't do nothing with it. Here we go. 617. I'm all over the 7. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Crushing this 7. If you weren't working these, they would be all the way built up. And you don't have to work them. A lot of people won't. 415, okay. So right here, All right, so I just saw a zillion sevens, right? So I'm actually going to play pretty aggressively with the idea that I don't think I'm going to see many more sevens for a minute. Could be absolutely wrong, of course, but I actually don't think I'm going to see any. So since our last 7, we only have 1 roll, right? So here we go. 6-5, yo, I don't have that. So it's 2 rolls since the 7. Six, 4, 10. Okay, so we're going to lose our hard 10 there, but we're going to win 50. So we drop $5, get 4 back, and win 50. All right, we'll leave that on the 9. I guess that's where it wants to be. We'll collect that. All right, this is roll number 4, I believe. So at 5 rolls, we're going to start thinking about the 7. And there's the 12. So we're not getting winners, which isn't what we want. We do want to get winners before we start thinking about the 7. All right, here we go. There's the 5, that's the point. Okay, so this is actually a good deal. I'm gonna win there. I'm just gonna put it right up here. All right, I'm gonna be off on the come out on everything. I'm just gonna work this because we're right in that 7 range of rolls. That 5, 6, 7, 8, right in there. So we're just gonna see what happens here. And there's that 4, 3, 7. Just on cue, right where it's supposed to be. We're gonna win our quarter. We're going to turn it into this game. All right. So we just rolled another 7. If you wanted to be working here, it makes total sense. That's what we're going to do. We're going to work. Everything's working. The whole everything. All right. Let's see if we can dodge a 7. We're back to roll number 1. Hard 4. So that's perfect, right? That's a big winner, right? We're going to win 35 here, and we're going to win 50 there for $1. All right, bump up the 5, bump up the 6. That's going to go to the 4. Collect that, collect that. Take this 4. You can put it in odds if you wanted. All right, 3V. This is a roll number 2. 6, 2, 8. So we're going to lose the hard 8. And we're going to win 35. I'm probably going to replace that. I'll just rack this one. Remember, you do want to rack some money. This is going to be roll number 3 since the last 7. All right, let's see where we get to. Oh, 3, 2, 5. It's going to win $70. So it's already starting to pay off pretty good. And all I did was just watch the table, guys. I didn't do anything special. All right. So let's do our transition, right? So we're going to transition to the dark here. All right. So we got the hard ways. They don't really matter. But what do we have at risk? 100, 200, roughly $300. The hard ways were paid for, so they don't really count. Roughly $300, right? So if we want to put, let's say we want to put 150 on the DP, right? Or the DC. That's the kind of bet we want to have, all right? So over here on this 4, we've already rolled one. Rolled the 10 too, but we're going to play against the 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these odds off. You got that there? I'm just going to stick it right there, right? Because we're going to put a big bet on the 4 on the lay. because we got to cover 150 plus the 300 that's basically out there. So that's like 450. So we got to get in that 900 range. Now, this of course is an exaggerated version, right? So there's $850, $900. Of course, you wouldn't have to play it this big. And if you did, you might want to go on that hard 4 a lot more. You want to go something like that, you know? All right, so what we're looking at here is we're just trying to make that get through. We don't want a 4, obviously. We just want to make that get through. So we're covering it with a lay bit. I'm going to shoot the 2V. Here we go. And there's our 9, okay? Perfect. So this is going to travel. You're going to win 70. Now, I know you're not ever going to do it this big, but I'm just giving you an idea of why I do it. Why I would ever do it is because bad probability to hit it. I trust myself not to hit it. Right? And I'm just trying to get this through. I'm going to put this over here in odds. Take all this back down. You could leave that there like that if you want. Got $70 in winner. We're going to bump up this 8. It's just for one roll. So it's just like big come out roll or anything like that. And so now you got 150 over there. You got a little more than 150 out here, about 300 out here, but you've won, I don't know, probably 300 bucks. Here we go. 6-5, yo. And you could regress. I mean, now's probably a good time to regress. We've hit a lot of numbers. Rack all this back up. All I'm trying to show, guys, is that I'm not doing anything special when I do these things. I'm just paying attention. That's it. Here we go. Maybe we'll hit that hard 4. Be nice, right? 5, 3, 8. I'm going to lose the 8 here. I'm going to win 35 here. Again, remember, we're in the 7 range.